Hello, profit takers. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to this episode. Today is January 9th. It's still Tuesday, okay? But we are going to take a look at the trades that are setting up for tomorrow, okay, on Wednesday. So let's get to the charts, guys. All right, so right now, I have, this is a NAS that's currently open. And NAS, we're going to look at NAS, US 30, S&P 500, and then the dollar CAD. So today I got into NAS just simply because it was a day two, it was a day three trade. And usually day three trades, you're going to have a reversal, and then hopefully you get your continuation trade in New York. Does it always happen? No. Sometimes it'll just reverse all day. Okay. But today we were able to get in on the reversal on New York, so that made me happy. All right, so let me get my pen out real quick. Because I just want to go over the steps as usual. So today, Tuesday, right? Because for me, it's still Tuesday. This read 2, okay? Right now it shows 3, all right? And then this was showing 1, right? The previous day high break. So I was looking for the 1. It was also day 3, all right? Day 3 from the peak. All right, anytime you see a two peak formation, whether it's high or low, that means it's a day 3 setup. And usually day 3, you are going to get a reversal, and then you should also get a continuation. Right? Sometimes you're not going to get a continuation, but sometimes you will, right? So we got the continuation in New York. Price hit the low. It also created the initial balance, high and low, for today on Tuesday. And those are great areas because you can trade off of those, right? So now it's technically Wednesday in the trading world, right? Price has crossed over, and that's why we see this now changing to 3 instead of 2. So let me go ahead and erase this. So now that it shows, when I come here and look at it, and it's like 3 days, right? And it's only 2 peak formation. 2 days of breaks, meaning we had 1 break here, right? And then our second break happened today because it broke that particular high. So we had the high broken. So I'm looking for price to get support on this level, because this is the weekly level right here, the open range high. I'm looking for that to come up here and give us our third break. So anytime we see the 3 peak low or peak high and we see only 2, this is setting up for the 33 trade. Okay. And it's just 3 and 3. Right? 3 peak, 3 previous day broke, high or low. Okay, either way it goes, high or low. Just think about it. So that gives us our 33 trade, and that's what we're expecting to happen here with NAS. Okay. The other thing I want you guys to note is, let me get my cursor. Looking at NAS, I'm going to go to the higher time frame. I want you guys to notice this. This, to me, guys, is looking like just a retracement within the cycle, because we know the market maker cycle looks a little something like this. Okay. And this appears to be the retracement. It appears to be this first retracement here on H4. That's what it appears to me. So if this thing comes up here to 380R, maybe it will come to, you know, maybe it might reach last week's high, and then it might reverse at that point, and then here we go. Right now we're short, and that's the trade that we want to look for. Okay, so you're going to see this cycle, this pattern everywhere. It's fractal by now. You've been trading a while perhaps, and you've noticed this thing, it looks the same on the 1 minute all the way up to the daily, weekly. So I always want to make a note of where are we in the higher time frame, right? Is this going to be a long trend forever or no, right? I mean, not really forever, but you guys know what I mean. And this was also a reset. Anytime I see that and I don't see like a peak indicator, it just tells me it's just retracing or it's just resetting. Either way you look at it. Okay. So that is my take on NOS. It is currently going long because it's in the retracement part right here for this particular cycle. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. We're going to look at S&P 500. It's slightly different. Slightly. Why is it different slightly? Because we've been, again, you can see that it's doing the same thing, right? That I just showed you, right? We're right here on H4. Right. So yeah, this is doing the same thing. Again, it could come all the way up here to that particular high. That's where the ADR is at right now. Again, the ADRs are an average. It's not always likely that it's going to reach it, but most of the time it does. But don't get, you know, conflicted if it does not. Okay. So let me clear this and get down to the nitty gritty of H1 so we can see here what I mean, why it's a little slightly different. We had our peak, you know, low on Friday, and then yesterday, Monday, you know, that's where we have our first break. That's where the number one came in. Okay. All right. So we draw the line. Right, we have our one. So what are we expecting? We're expecting price to hold, right, and then come back up here and give us our two for Wednesday. That's what we're expecting because it did the reversal, right? This is, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on our day 3 reversal trade, it did happen, right? And then we got the opportunity for the continuation for New York. However, that continuation did not take out the high. So anytime that doesn't happen, I do expect it to happen on the next day. So I'm expecting, you know, the second break to happen on Wednesday. Again, like I said, it may clear all the way right to 380R. It may come all the way to the high where it was previously, and it may finally get resistance and continue to fall because according to H4, that's what it looks like right now based on the pattern and price action. Okay, so I wanted to show you the difference there. All right. Now we're going to look at another different one. We're going to look at DJ US 30. Now this one also, check it out. We got our retest on Monday. So it looks like perhaps Friday we did get, it probably tried to retest on Friday, but it finally confirmed on Monday. So that gave us our one, right? This is day one. Okay. And today, which was Tuesday, like I said, it's still Tuesday for me right now. Price fell all the way down. It gave us a reversal. So it was, and this can happen on day 2 trades, right? Because this was technically a day 2 trade, and it's supposed to be a trend trade. So we did get a continuation for, you know, the latter part of New York. But again, it's not showing anything here because nothing was broken. So we would expect this thing to, you know, get some support here and continue up to break this to give us R1, right? Unless price decides to completely disrespect us and go short, right? Whichever one it wants to do, right? But yeah, very narrow range right now, right in as we start the new session in Asia. So just don't have enough information right here. I just have my areas marked and we're just going to wait and see. And just like the others, let's go check it out on H4. Let's see what that looks like. I think I had to go to the daily time frame for this one because it was at the high, right? We are at the high when it comes to this particular pair for the indices rather. It's not like the best pattern, but it's almost giving me the same vibe as them all. So when I see that, I just go right to the daily because now I really want to see what does the daily look like because each of these sessions represents the month and we can see we're at the extreme high. And we know all it needs to do is either break above that high and keep going or get support or resistance and break down. Okay. This looks like a good area right here. Our structure broke. I'm gonna mark that area. Okay. All right. Last but not certainly least, we're going to look at the dollar CAD. This one reset today, giving us a one peak low. And so what we're expecting to happen here is for us to get some kind of break. All right. That's what we're expecting. All right. So yesterday, which is technically still today, Tuesday, we had the peak. So this thing could, right now it has this pattern where it is reversing, which is fine as long as it reverses and hits the low and goes up, right? But again, I have my errors marked here and we're just going to wait and see what happens if it's going to respect this area and give us support or if it's going to break down. Okay. So those are the trades that I'm looking at, and that's how you would check out or, you know, follow the setups that are coming in. And again, if this plays out, right, guess what that is? It'll be a day 2 trend trade or not, right? Because this was day 1 and this is day 2. So it's either going to go up this way or back down here and perhaps retest it or maybe break it. I don't know. Okay. So this is the trend trade. I had a thought the other day that I wanted to share about day 2 trend trades, but I cannot remember what it is. So I'm going to have to go hunting in my notes to find it. Don't you just hate that? You like, oh, I had a great idea. And you have to write these things down straight away or they just disappear, right? Certainly disappear. Okay. Now, if you guys have not had a chance to try the indicator out, guys, now you can see I have these major lines or the major areas added to the indicator. And this is something that is, if you go to the website now and download the free indicator, because you can try it free for 7 days, this will not be on there yet, right? You will not see this right just yet. I just wanted to wait a couple more days and then I'll have it available for everybody to test it out. Okay, I'm really excited about this new update and I hope you are too. So go to our website, guys, ProfitTakerAlerts.com. You can try it out for free for 7 days or skip the trial and just go ahead, go all in, save 30%. Make sure you use the code and give me your feedback. All right. With that, guys, we are going to see you in the next video. Ciao for now.